Tonight's episode is brought to you by Green Chef. Go to greenchef.com/CAGcast80 and use code CAGcast80 to get $80 off, including free shipping. And Mack Weldon. Win the gift-giving season and get 20% off your first order. Visit mackweldon.com/CAGcast and enter promo code CAGcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 664. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who has controversial opinions about Orientalism in Cyberpunk 2077, Wombat.
I don't even like that word. Orientalism? It sounds bad.
That's the right attitude to have, I feel.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say, here's the man wearing the best pajamas on the internet.
I didn't even look at what you were wearing because I was busy.
You're so rude.
I'm busy setting up the show. Is that rude to set up the show?
It is. And thank you, Darkness, for noticing my haircut before my two friends noticed. Or is he talking to Shipwreck, who also got a haircut?
Shipwreck got a haircut.
So did I.
I got more of a haircut.
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely.
It was a lot of hair they took off.
Well, you needed one more than I did.
It had been, I don't know, 4 months, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was more.
I've had 2 haircuts during the pandemic.
As have I. That's the same. I'm in the same boat as you. Is that a Captain America tune tumbler?
I don't know. What is that? What is a
That's the company that makes those cups.
Oh.
You just made that up.
I swear. I have them from the New York Comic Con. They had like a booth and I bought them.
They had these. Where I got these at was on a Target end cap. They were on clearance.
Oh, okay. So those are different ones.
Maybe.
Yeah. Just saying. I mean, I could go and show you the difference, but it's not worth the time or effort. Also, I am wearing my festive Hanukkah pajamas. I thought you would have noticed.
Oh, is that a menorah on there?
There's menorahs on these, yes.
This is Hebrew, actually, on my shirt.
That is not Hebrew on your shirt. That is Orientalism.
Hold on, I'm changing the heat down here so it's not noisy.
I didn't hear it.
Well, it's not on.
Yeah.
Keeping it off. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Some of us got haircuts. Some of us can adjust our heat from our phones. It's great to be alive right now.
It sure is.
Vaccines right around the corner. Not really. It's a long corner. And it's cold. It's a very cold corner. But it's coming, Wombat.
Is it? I don't know. The bookies said that the vaccine was at 97% before midnight or some nonsense.
Wait, bookies?
You don't keep up on the president's official statements?
He's talking about bookies?
Yes.
Bookies?
Bookies. The bookies said he was going to win, and that's how he knows he should have won the election.
Oh, I thought the bookies were making...
Are those people that read books? Is that what he's talking about in this?
I don't think he knows anyone who reads books.
No, that's what he calls them, bookies.
Bookies.
Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
No, I didn't follow that. I'm trying to follow less now. Now that the election's over, I'm trying to
like not pretend that politics doesn't exist anymore.
Right. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not going.
Good luck.
No,
well. it's not going to go
because I still want to see what happens, but I feel like I don't need to know what happens as much anymore.
No,
you know what I mean?
There's part of me that wants it to be as dramatic as possible.
Right. Like what?
Imagine
what do you
that.
want? What?
It's like 100% of you? Is that what part of you it is?
There's that part of me. Just so I can be like to say I saw when that happened.
What do you want to happen?
I remember when that happened.
What's your best case scenario?
Okay, I have to say best case scenario is refusal to leave the White House. Biden gets sworn in. Trump removed by Secret Service. That's the
best. You can't do better than that.
In his underwear.
In his underwear. And what does it look like?
Like, okay, you ever see the picture? What was the guy's name? The
Elephant Man?
No, oh God, why can't I think of his name? There was a terrorist and they were torturing him and they showed that one picture and he's wearing the white tank top and he's unshaven and
yes.
You know that picture?
Yeah. He's very hairy. Like his back is very hairy.
Yeah, he looks like that.
I don't think
when they're taking him out.
You think Trump's got a hairy back like that?
I don't know. Who knows?
You think it's coming over?
Yeah, that's it. It's like Like a horse.
I got a hairy back. I can't talk about anybody's hairy back.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of maintenance is going on. I don't do the back, but I got to do the neck because it's.
I like how people are like, oh, they talked about whether or not the president has back hair. That's too political for me. Zero opinions on anything. He has back hair, right?
Yeah. Anyway, back hair is not a great topic of conversation.
It's always a great topic of conversation.
Anything exciting going on besides this? Can anyone top getting a new chair? That's what I got. I got a new Staples chair. I can demonstrate. I'm sorry.
Like,
this is a
what
new.
What part of Hanukkah Pajamaka did you miss?
You know those Logitech,
Pajamaka.
the Logitech G Herman Miller chair?
Mm-hmm.
This is the exact opposite of that. This is the Staples. I forgot the name of the chair, but I got two of them, and it was $250 maybe.
Where's the other one?
It's still in the box. That's for Ty.
Is that just the back? Okay.
No.
It was so cheap. I got two. I don't need two, but I got two.
No, Ty wanted a new chair because he's got basically just like our dining room chair in his that he's using at his desk. So he wanted like a gamer. Well, he didn't really want a gamer chair, but he wanted something that could swivel and stuff that could move. He wanted something more interesting than just a plain chair that did nothing. So Staples had a great sale. It was ridiculous. Like every chair was 40% off, and they were all fucking cheap to begin with anyway. So they were $115.
They're not selling them to offices anymore. So
exactly, they got to get them out. And meanwhile, have you been inside a Staples recently?
No.
Half the chairs they have, I'd say they had 20 chairs to choose from. Half of them are gamer chairs. So many gamer chairs, just gamer chairs.
Do they have any gamer chairs?
And actually, a lot of the merchandise is kind of not really office related anymore at Staples. I haven't really been in there a while, but this the chair sale got me out.
They have good sales and good clearances at Staples / Office Max / Office Depot. Aren't they all the same thing now?
Is that all the same? I honestly couldn't tell.
Or is Office Depot and Office Max are definitely the same thing now. I don't remember if Staples is in on that or not, or if we're still in the great office supply war. There's not a winner yet.
Well,
I don't know.
I could tell you now, at least from the reviews that I read and just from my experience of sitting for the last for an hour or two today, that you can get an okay chair for $115, like a fine chair, a fine chair, maybe a very fine chair even.
What a good chair you would be.
I wouldn't be a chair.
But my life, my love, my lady is the chair?
Is that Steely Dan or something?
Really?
My lady is the chair. I'm supposed to know what that is?
My
It's the song from Guardians.
Brandy, you're a fine girl?
I don't know all the lyrics. I know those lyrics.
Glass classic?
If you said Brandy, you're a fine girl, then I would have known the song. But you can't just pull any lyric out of anything.
I don't know. Shipwreck got it.
He didn't know.
Yeah,
no, he
did. I totally nailed it.
Look at him, though.
What?
He looks like he would know that.
Please.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Did you watch Shipwreck, the interview? It was like a one-on-one where two celebrities interview each other, and it was Jason Isbell interviewing Barry Gibb.
I didn't watch that, but I've talked to Jason Isbell one-on-one before.
I know you have.
That's probably pretty similar to that.
Has he
I could be Barry Gibb in this.
You could be Barry Gibb in that scenario. How you doing, Mr. Gibb? Staying alive.
Right. Is that what it was? Were they just quoting their lyrics back and forth with each other?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all Wombat wanted, and he got what he wanted.
Yeah. That's all I ever asked for.
I knew he did a song with Barry Gibb.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So
yeah, they recorded a song together. So I know that much. I didn't know they did a podcast or anything.
Yeah.
together.
No, it was just like an interview. I think it was for Rolling Stone.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a big Bee Gees documentary that comes out this weekend.
We've all been talking about it around the house.
I'm very excited for the the ultimate Bee Gees doc. Like I'm glad there's gonna be one.
So glad. Ship, how glad are you on a scale of 1 to 2?
Well, I don't want to talk too much about it now because we're going to talk about it next week.
Right. Yes.
Sure. Let's hold off till then.
I'm gonna probably not watch that, but I think I'll hear about it enough next week. Perfect. How about some show feedback?
Sure. Spruce has to say, I've often had an issue with, and know my less knowledgeable gaming sibling agrees with me. Why do we continue to accept the Xbox's 3 lines and 2 squares as acceptable buttons? We all grew up with start and select and then begrudgingly accepted start and back. Microsoft then decided to change to 3 lines and 2 squares. And now I literally need to look at the controller every time I need to press one. What the hell is wrong with start and select? I hereby charge me, Wombat, with forcing Major Nelson, who would have nothing to do with this, to answer for this crime against gamers. I also actually find that annoying. And it's been, 20 years? Almost?
Because you don't know how to describe it when you need to tell somebody to push that button. You can't read what's on the button.
I don't even know what the square on square button is called.
Right.
I think
like I can name
the Windows button technically. Like, is that what that's supposed to be? Because it's Microsoft.
Cal Links in the chat says view and menu, which is which though?
Well, I know menu's definitely the one on the right. That's the hamburger.
Is that the hamburger button?
Yeah, that's the hamburger button. Is the one on the right.
Yeah.
But anytime like you tell somebody to press it, you're going to say start. Hit start.
I like start and back. I'm okay with.
I think did that go away because Nintendo ceased and desisted on that at some point?
Oh,
maybe on select, maybe start select, but they didn't start back.
Nintendo, that can't be right. Somebody in the chat look that up. That could be the
best
thing about
it's a
doing the
lawsuit
show.
Now.
We can have people in the chat be our production team and like fact check stuff for us in real time, like a real radio show. Except they're not paid.
Yeah, exactly.
But they do it out of love. That's
like
the best
a real radio show. Oh, I also got new glasses. I never mentioned that too.
Holy
Haircut,
shit!
New glasses and pajamas.
I thought you had the new glasses last week. Did you not?
Was it last week? No, because I didn't get them until the day after the show. Maybe I was on my way to get the glasses.
I've seen these glasses.
I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe you dreamt about Wombat. Some new glasses.
It's a whole new world because I could see things, and last week I couldn't see anything.
I can see that being frustrating.
I don't think this is true. Can we get some fact checkers on this?
Somebody go through Wombat's garbage and see if he actually bought new glasses.
You go to my glasses guy, whose name I don't know the doctor's name. I don't know it at all.
What are the buttons on the PlayStation controller? You got
that's start and back, right? Isn't it back or something like that? Not back, but it's 2 different arrow shape though, so that kind of helps.
I still don't know what to call them though.
No, me neither.
No, they're not arrows anymore. They're little ovals up at the top. They're just on both sides of it. There might be more. I don't know.
I don't know. Options and share.
And everybody in the chat says you mentioned your
I thought the share button was a third button. Oh, and the glasses were here last week.
Right.
Shows what I know.
Oh. All right. How about some show feedback? More show feedback. Is there more show feedback?
There's a little bit more. Hunkle has to say, Hi Uncle has to say.
No, I think it's Hugh Uncle.
I think it's Hi Uncle. Okay. Whatever. Hey guys, longtime fan of the show here. Been listening for 15 years when I started university. Now with a newborn of 2 months, I wanted to ask you how did you guys manage to play video games with babies around? I have not touched my PS4 since the baby arrived. I have only time to play my Switch when the baby is sleeping on me, which is really ironic since my Switch was collecting dust before the baby. How did you guys manage, and is there a light at the end of the tunnel? I was more than 50 hours in Red Dead Redemption. Love the show.
No light.
It's gonna get worse than it is right now.
No, see, I think you're in the bad time.
Me? No, I'm getting through it now. I'm fine now. I think the 1 to 2 age was the worst.
Was it? I was gonna say because it's when you get to that, there's that time like I guess where Cheapy and I are right now, where our kids don't even want to be in the same room with us. That's helpful to play games. But or they want to play the game that you're playing with you, or watch what you're playing, and that also works. Or they go to bed, which is also, that's the real trick. Once your kid is like in the 3 to 5 age, I guess, where yours are now shipping, you can actually get them to bed
Mhm.
at a decent hour and they stay there.
Yeah.
Then you have like 8:30 to midnight if you want it. to play
Right. That's
games.
where you capitalize now. Like
Yeah.
right now, like before they're up and crawling and walking and moving, you just game with them on you right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
They're like a meat bag.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
a meat bag on your chest.
Get
And
a
you're
baby-
up all hours anyway, so it's just like, well, I'm up. I guess while I'm feeding, I'll play a game for an hour.
Get a baby Bjorn. Do they still make those? Are those still legal?
They make all that stuff.
Yeah. Just get a baby born. Slap the baby right in there.
Slap.
Slap. Yeah.
You could just put the baby in too.
And
Are you playing like a Connect game or something? Why can't they just be sitting on you? Why do I have to have a contraption to play a game with a baby?
Because then
He
you
gets
have
into
then
it.
you have 2 hands.
You just
but
lean
you
way back.
But this you don't have. If you lay back, you still have to worry about the baby rolling or sliding.
No, I have a picture of me with playing Mass Effect with Ty on my chest, and it was totally fine.
I know. I have the same picture of me playing Fallout 3. And
Right.
we all have that picture. Everyone who plays games has that one stupid picture.
Right, and then somebody does a head swap, and then you're the baby, and then it looks so much better.
No one does that. That's stupid.
Somebody did,
But
that. It was pretty good.
So it's gonna get worse, is what we're saying.
Right.
Get some gaming in now because
Yeah, it's gonna get worse, but it does get better. Once you get over the hump, and it's just the one big hump, but once you get over it, then you're done.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Always.
What else? That's it.
That's it.
All right. Let's
It's enough.
do some watch this, boys.
Boys, there were some comments where people were congratulating us for finally changing the name of this segment.
Not one person complained ever. Not
I got a
one person.
couple of complaints, but it'd be like one a year.
I did not receive a single complaint, not even a mild complaint. Not even like, did you ever think about changing the name?
It's
I
fine.
blame the audience, is what I'm saying.
I would say like maybe once a year, and I'd be like, well, if only one person's complaining, then
And it was your mom.
yeah. Well, my mom complains about everything I do.
A lot of complaints.
She does not like me.
But she loves Watch This Boys now.
She does.
She's
I was
very
going to say,
happy.
but she loves Cheapy and Shipwreck.
Yeah, Ty, I guess, had the complaint. Or somebody. I
Yeah.
don't know, Sabrina? So I don't know. Anyway, a lot of stuff. We watched a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I finished Queen's Gambit.
And
It was very good.
that last episode I found to be very satisfying.
I didn't quite I don't think they the ending was a little weird. I get it. But I enjoyed it a lot. I can't really complain. And the actress is delightful who plays.
Yes. Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yep. That's her name,
Yep, she's a joy.
I guess. How do you know all these things?
Because I know who she is.
How?
Because she was in what was that movie? The M. Night Shyamalan movies. She was in Split and Glass, and she's in the New Mutants.
Those are
And she's
made-up
in
movies.
the Witch.
All right.
Sorry.
You know things.
Did you watch all these movies?
I watched most of Split. I watched Glass, which was bad. And I never made it. I can't watch The Witch. No, I don't think I could make it through that movie.
Yeah, Queen's Gambit was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot. Netflix, Ship, you're missing out, man. It's only
I'm not.
18, only 18
I'm not at
bucks.
all. I'm
18
enjoying my
bucks, man.
life.
$18 a month. Come
Doing
on in.
great. That's $18 a month I can spend on something else stupid. I have not missed Netflix once since I got
Well,
rid of it.
There's a lot of options. There's so many options now. It's like you got streaming services coming out of your ass now. Like anybody could get rid of one or two and be fine.
I find Netflix to be a little disappointing, in general. But my wife likes Netflix a lot, so it doesn't matter what I think.
I just don't need that much content.
There's a lot of content.
To be
coming from
honest,
all
like,
angles. Yeah.
I have Apple. Which Apple is limited on content, which I'm good with, right?
You're happy,
I'm
actually. You're telling
yeah,
them
I'm
to
like,
slow down
okay.
the content.
Yeah, good. I don't need to figure out what I need to watch. I guess I'm watching these shows because this is what is on here. And Disney is Disney, right? It's what I expected on there.
What you need.
Yeah, the Disney Plus is not disappointing because it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Also, I haven't paid for it yet, so
That's fun.
It's hard to be disappointed with something you haven't paid for.
Speaking of Disney Plus, we started watching maybe I mentioned it. We started watching new episodes of The Simpsons I think like a month or two ago. And we've watched we haven't finished the whole current season or whatever's available there, but we've watched maybe 10 episodes or so. The quality is really good. Like overall, the quality is really good. A lot of big laughs. Did you know that Pete Holmes wrote a double episode that he stars in? You did know that. Of course he knew that. Wombat's shaking his head for people who aren't watching. We watched that one.
I feel like Wombat has not seen an episode of...
He plays the cool pastor who replaces Lovejoy.
Did you watch it?
The whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, you watched it. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good. I mean, that wasn't the funniest
I will say
one,
that's
but...
one of the few I watched.
Bro, you like Pete Holmes.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Oh, bless you,
Look at that. You
Wombat.
made me sneeze.
Why?
I don't know. Because you're mean to me all the time.
I want to do it again.
Because you hurt my feelings.
How can I do that again?
Hurt my feelings again, I guess.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
I watched we rented a movie called Red Penguins, which I think just came out. We actually paid for that, so probably a lot of people are gonna not be interested. But this is very interesting. This is a sports movie, so pay attention, Shipwreck. Sports documentary.
I figured this was just about like killing penguins because that seemed like that was more up your alley.
This is really cool. So this is, I'm a hockey fan. I didn't even know this happened. In the early, I guess in the 90s, for like 7 or 8 years in the 90s, right at the fall of the Soviet Union, the Red Army, the world famous Red Army hockey team, the best in the world hockey team, like the whole rest of the country was falling apart. No money. The whole country was just in lawlessness, poverty. It was a crazy time in the country and everything was falling apart and the hockey team had no money. So the owners of the Pittsburgh Penguins made a deal with the Russian government that they would become 50-50 partners in the Red Army hockey team. And they sent a guy over there a marketing guy to try to get Russians to come and watch hockey games again, because they were like squatters living in the stadium. Like there was nothing, everything was a disaster. And it's a crazy story that, I mean, there's strippers. There was a strip club in the stadium. It's crazy. It's called Red Penguins. We watched it with Ty. It's a little intense. I wouldn't go any younger than 13 because there's Russian mafia.
There's a stripper club in the stadium.
Yeah, but it doesn't get there's one brief scene where they show like some women in underwear. Titties. There might be some titties. But more than that, there's Russian mafia and there can be some intense with the killings and whatnot. So Red Penguins, very entertaining documentary on, I think we rented it on Amazon Prime. That's where we got it. Mrs. Chibi found it.
Okay.
And it's short, 80 minutes, which I crave these days. Like a movie you can just bang out before dinner. Like, beautiful. That's Red Penguins. Wombat, I know you watched this one. This is on Netflix. Enola Holmes.
Yes, I did watch that.
You talked about that on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That was just okay, I felt.
Yeah, it takes too long to get where it's going. Does that make sense?
I don't know. I want to do spoilers on Enola Holmes.
I think you could do spoilers on it. Let's ask the chat room. Does anyone care?
In the meantime, I got worried in the first 5 minutes of the movie when the world's greatest detective does not recognize his own sister, who's not even in a disguise or anything, just like hasn't seen her in a few years.
I think, he just hasn't seen her in a few years.
But he's Sherlock Holmes, and
yes.
He's the guy that meets a stranger and says, "Oh, you live by yourself. You have 4 cats, 2 dogs. You went to school in California and all that."
I think that's the whole point, is that he's the world's greatest detective, and he just doesn't. He's oblivious to what's going on with his family.
I see. He was invisible to her. Okay. You know what? You know what? It was deeper than I gave it credit for.
I think that's what they were going for, whether you got it or not.
She's invisible. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. The other thing, so her mom, Enola Holmes' mom, right? This is a spoiler.
Yes.
Spoiler coming up. She's a radical terrorist.
Sort of.
Yes, radical terrorist.
She's a
But
suffragette.
radical terrorist making bombs,
She wants to
gonna blow shit up.
She wants to destroy the patriarchy. Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm all for the movies where like you got like the gender swap movies for showing like the strong female characters. Like I love that shit. I'm all about that.
Ghostbusters.
I mean, I like it when that was, you know what, that was fine. It wasn't good. It was
That's not even that big a spoiler, by the way.
okay. Yeah, I mean, what is really? I don't know.
I liked her though, Enola Holmes. Whatever.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, I liked her. I thought her and the boy, like
It's cute, very cute.
that
It was a cute movie.
They did a cute. They were both very cute.
It was
together.
cute. I just didn't. I was like, oh, wait a minute. We're doing this thing now where Sherlock Holmes doesn't even recognize his own sister. That's how far we're swapping things. Like Sherlock Holmes just sucks now. And
No,
his
because he
sister is
doesn't
the
suck.
best. Right, I get it. She's invisible to him. I get it.
She's-
Okay,
but
it's a great movie. 5
But
stars.
once she's, this is why I say it takes too long to get where it's going.
Right,
Once she's on the case,
right,
and then he's on the case,
right.
and those two roads converge, I find that's where the movie becomes interesting.
Okay.
But yeah,
Enough
'cause it's-
Enola Holmes. I think we
It's
talked
enough
about it
Enola
too
Holmes.
much.
Yes, yeah, I did watch the Belushi documentary on Showtime. It's not music, or is that music? Because he was a blues brother. I don't
Right.
know. Does that count?
It counts.
Does that count? That's interesting. It's all done based off of the guy who made the documentary was originally going to write a book or a series of articles. He never quite explains it, but he did a whole bunch of phone interviews with friends of John Belushi. Some of them are people that are no longer with us, like did extensive conversations with Harold Ramis and other, like everyone and anyone, Chevy Chase, everyone who's ever had any interaction with John Belushi, he interviewed, and he cut those interviews into a documentary that's like half animation and lots of photos. And it's interesting if you want to know about the life of John Belushi, like where his mind was, what it was like growing up.
How much cocaine he went through?
A lot of cocaine he went through, and then when he cleaned himself up and what that was like, and then
Less cocaine.
Yeah, less cocaine. He lost a lot of weight, and then he went off the wagon and everything that
More
he tried
cocaine.
to do. Yes, yeah, and it was interesting.
B. Wooster in the chat says, "Does Wombat work or just watch stuff? You can do
I
both
mean,
at the same
I
time.
watched Belushi on a Sunday afternoon.
You could be working then.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not allowed to take a Sunday afternoon and watch a movie.
What was
I
that
watched
called? What was that called?
Belushi,
It's just called Belushi.
just called Belushi,
Easy to remember title.
and that's on the Showtime.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch this week's Mandalorian?
I did watch this week's Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I know you hated it.
I didn't hate it. I did not hate it.
I watched it and I'm like, oh wow, Chibi's gonna hate
But
this.
why?
This is
Why?
everything
Tell me
you hate.
why. I'm saying right now I did not hate it, but you tell me why.
Because it was everything you hate about the Mandalorian. It was
I don't hate. It's everything.
it had convenience, which is like by the way, for those who want to know, Cheapy's biggest sin in anything is convenience.
Yes.
He hates that. That's if you're writing a movie and you want Cheapy to like it, don't make it be like, oh, we're never gonna get out of here unless someone had a key, and then like a key falls on someone's head. Cheapy's out. Cheapy's out of your movie.
Well, I
like,
think everybody would be
immediately.
out. That sounds pretty dumb.
But I'm just like, I'm trying to think of an example.
That's all right.
I hear what you're saying, but
It's watchable.
but my point.
Oh, how's the Mandalorian gonna get out of this corner? There's no way unless someone landed a spaceship right where he is. He's screwed.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying any of that.
And then out walks. Basically, it's like a childhood nostalgia. Just opens the door.
All I said last week was that the Mandalorian makes bad decisions. It was in counter to you not liking the last,
Yes.
what was it? The last apprentice.
The last flight attendant. The flight attendant.
I'm making my own shows up on the fly.
I know.
And will you admit that that Mando makes bad decisions? Yes or no?
Oh yeah, no, he does.
Thank you. That's all
I
need.
think he makes bad decisions. I'll even justify it. I'll try to justify it. I'm not saying we're gonna do a good job, but I'll try because it's fun. How old do we think he's supposed to be? What, 40 That's
Sure.
how old. Yeah, let's say he's 40 years old.
Sure.
So he spent the last 38 years
Uh-huh.
on his own, only
Killing.
killing, doing bounties,
Tactical stuff.
really only having to worry about himself.
Yeah.
And now he's sort of in this bigger picture scenario. And I think that it's just out of his comfort zone. And when you're
Okay.
out of your comfort zone on such a large scale, it could lead to bad decision making.
You
I
need
think
to
he's just
sit.
dumb.
That also works.
I'm trying. He also could just be dumb.
I mean, that's fine.
There's a lot of dumb people.
The
Dumb
man
people everywhere.
Dumbledorian. Ah,
He doesn't have to be smart.
that's the Mad
But
Max,
he's-
the Mad Magazine parody. The
Right.
man Dumbledorian.
I don't know. It's fine. It's just whenever he makes a bad decision, it takes me out of the action. And they do such a good job of building the world there with this crazy technology that they use and everything. And the costumes are great. When they implement the aliens, it's all awesome. Except maybe with the one exception of it is the new episode and the Boba Fett, I guess we can call him.
That's rude.
He's pretty. I got a text from my friend Peter, and he was like, I don't understand. Like, they can't find a guy, like a body double or something, or they can't get the costume to fit right. Like, they have all this technology, and Ty was distracted by it. I personally don't care, but that was his appearance.
Too much
little,
boba tea for Boba Fett.
Yeah, maybe. It was, I don't know. You feel he'd be like lean and mean living in the desert, like doing nothing but like surviving, looking for his armor. But,
Jabba lives in the desert.
Who?
That's true.
Jabba,
Yeah, but he lives on a big yacht, just sitting around
the
getting
desert
fed
yacht.
things.
Yes.
Yeah,
This is
What
the series of movies that you're fine with the giant slug that lives on the desert yacht.
Yeah, that's fine. Makes sense.
That makes sense.
That's fine. I mean, he'd be dried out, I guess, but he's got that thing next to him, to hydrate him or something, to feed him. I don't know. I just don't like when things don't make sense. That's all. And those robots, those slow ass fucking robots with the jetpacks. Come on. Anyway, it was fine.
I'm looking forward to watching all of this. At some point.
And you will.
Let's move on.
You know what you could watch? Shipwreck.
What's that?
You can watch Godmothered on Disney Plus.
I
No.
watched that.
You did?
Uh-oh.
Nice. Well, I watched that as well because my wife said, I want to see this. So I said, okay, I guess we're going to see this.
Why was it so long?
That's the.
That movie felt like it was like 4 hours long.
At one point, I paused it because I'm like, what do we got? 10 minutes left in this thing? And I paused it and it said that there was 50 minutes left. And I jumped out of my own window.
Right. Every movie is at least 2 hours now.
Not on Disney though. Like, it's funny because you and my son are the same, Wombat. He had us pause that movie 4 times just to see how much time was left.
I get it. I do that. I do. Yeah. Oh my God, that movie. And it's not that it's terrible. It's cute and what it is.
Yeah. It's 2 hours. It's over 2 hours long, right?
Yeah. It had to be, right? Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Right.
It was cute. It's not nowhere near like an Elf or something like that.
No, it's not even as good as Noelle. Which
No,
was
it's not as
last
good as
year.
Noelle.
Is it
Right.
better or worse than Mandalorian?
Worse.
Good. People do not like when you criticize Mandalorian, by the way.
I know.
So, I mean, it's Star Wars. You can just replace Mandalorian with any Star Wars.
I want to see another Christmas movie with Bill Hader in it. They dropped the ball at Disney. Noelle was much better. Because that one was also like an hour and 30 minutes too, right? Wasn't that one short?
It was on the shorter side, yeah. At least
Yeah.
it wasn't up near the 2 hour mark.
Oh, that movie was ridiculous. That movie just was. Yeah.
And I didn't hate it. It was just long. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't anything that was like, oh, this is absolutely awful. It was just like, why did they make this long?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
this section of what do we call this? Watch this, boys.
So long. So much.
Why did they make this so long?
All we do now is watch stuff. What else are you gonna do? It's 30 degrees out. Can't go anywhere, do anything.
No, I know. That's the other thing. Like, where am I going? I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going outside. I'm not going to places.
We watched Saturday Night Live. That's how desperate we were.
I watch that every week.
It wasn't that good this week. Of course, Shipwreck just threw his arms up.
Who doesn't watch Saturday Night Live?
I don't understand where all these hours come from.
What do you mean?
He doesn't sleep.
You watch every show.
It's called Sunday. It's literally what
There's
we do
only
on
so
Sunday.
many hours in a Sunday.
He wakes up at 2 a.m.
We wake up. I'm up at like 7. Usually Sunday mornings is usually when we try to go for a hike, and then we're usually back by like maybe 11.
Are
And
you
then
watching
like
shows during the hike?
no, then we get back, and then I have like from 11 to like 11.
Wombat's driving home from the hike with the phone in his hands, like, oh shit, this is good. Oh man, Pete Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't think it was a great SNL.
The funny thing is,
by the way.
I probably watch 0 TV Monday through Friday.
I don't believe you.
The only show that I watch Monday through Friday.
Call
I can
your
tell
son
you
in
this
here.
for a fact. The only show I watch Monday through Friday is The Masked Singer with Laura and sometimes Elliot.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I watch. No, and that's not true. I usually will put something on as I fall asleep when I crawl into bed. But I don't really watch.
Do you
That's
believe
not
that?
watching.
Chip,
That's
do you
just
believe
like-
that?
I definitely believe that part.
But do you believe
Yeah.
that there's something else that we're not?
I don't think Wombat can sleep without TV on.
I put the TV on and then for like a half hour and then I fall asleep.
Do you have a
That's usually
TV in your
about it.
bedroom?
Yes. Yeah.
Shipwreck
Yeah.
probably has 2 TVs in his bedroom.
Seriously.
He's
I have,
counting
one,
them.
I have one TV, but that TV is like very rarely on ever.
I watch The Mandalorian. I watch with Elliot usually that evening. So like Friday night would be.
Are you counting it as not watching TV if you're watching it on like your computer?
No, like I work. I'm not watching anything during the day. So let's say from, I don't know, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. There's no TV watching. Then it's cooking dinner.
Hmm.
Then I'll eat dinner. The TV will be on while I eat dinner. I will admit that. So there is that time.
You just told me you don't watch TV during the week, and then
I
you
know.
just-
It's because I'm not.
you
That's
come
not
up with
me.
He
two-
forgot. He forgot.
you come up with two
Yeah,
areas
that's-
which yes, you do watch TV. During
Yes,
the
I
week.
do. Yeah, but I'm not going out of my way. I'm not watching Saturday Night Live. It's just like the TV goes on. My wife puts on a Hallmark movie, and I'm just eating dinner. That doesn't count because that's not me choosing what we're watching. And then I'll actually.
I was about to put up a poll. Do you believe that Wombat only watches TV in the weekday? But you defeated the poll as I was typing it out.
And then when my wife leaves the room, I stop watching TV, and that's usually when I'm playing a game until I crawl into bed,
We get it.
and
You
then
like
that's
TV.
it. But
It's
I'm not
fine.
like.
It's fine.
But none of the stuff we talked about I watched during the week. That was the point I was making.
Understood.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
This is like Ty when I ask him if
Oh my God!
if he
You
got
guys
any
could
grades
both,
back
You know
from his
what?
teacher.
You guys could both go to hell.
What do you mean?
You be unnecessarily mean.
Mean? I
I'm
didn't
not,
do
I'm
anything.
not being mean at all with this.
Yeah. I'm just saying I don't watch this, like the stuff that we talk about on the show. I rarely ever watch during the week. It's usually not a weekday.
The
Like-
main TV watching happens on the weekend. There's some
Weekends.
peripheral TV watching during the week because you
we-
can't avoid it because it's just on around you.
Exactly.
It's like background stuff.
Exactly. And I think that makes perfect sense.
I believe that 100%.
Yes.
Just
So-
let's gang up on Shipwreck though, because he still I think doesn't believe it.
Yeah, I'm like, don't
Oh,
go
no,
into
I'm-
your
I'm-
semantics nonsense.
I'm-
I'm just saying, like, I'm not like watching TV.
Right. I get it. I'm
Yeah.
with you, Wombat. I'm totally with you. I'm on Team Wombat, 100%.
Me too. I'm on Team Wombat too.
Right. I'm actually gonna put
You're
you
full
on
of
top.
shit, Shipwreck.
He believes you now. Now.
Now that you've explained to me what doesn't count,
Mhm.
I got you. I believe you.
Right. Right. All right. Now that you're all fired up, Wombat, I think is a
Yes.
perfect time.
Oh my God, I have to do this now? Okay. No,
I
I mean,
even-
I can't wait.
I even put you on top in the chat to celebrate your excellence.
Uh,
Are you ready?
oh, you guys. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. It's a word from our sponsor.
Yes, it's here we go. We're going to talk about Green Chef. Green Chef, for those who don't know, is a USDA certified organic company that makes eating well easy and affordable for plans that fit every kind of lifestyle. Green Chef lets you choose from a wide array of easy to follow recipes, perfect for keto, paleo, and plant-based diets, or even if you just want to eat healthier. With Green Chef, it's easy to eat well and discover new recipes every week that everyone will enjoy. There's something for everyone. Green Chef expert chefs design flavorful recipes for your lifestyle that go way beyond the ordinary. Let Green Chef do the meal planning, grocery shopping, and most of the prep for you week after week. Green Chef, like I mentioned, is a USDA certified organic company. It includes recipes for paleo, keto, plant-powered diets. Let's see what else we got. You ate Green Chef last week. It was delicious. My favorite meal I had. I'm gonna hold up the menu card if you can see it. It's a little
Closer.
bright.
Go closer. Closer.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, that looks good. That's close.
Yes,
very
it was the
close.
roasted curry pork chops with almonds and currants and rice and coconut sauce. It was honestly delicious. Yeah, it was really, really good. You can get Green Chef. You just go to greenchef.com/CAGcast80 and use CAGcast80 to get $80 off, including free shipping. That's greenchef.com/CAGcast80 and use code CAGcast80 to get $80 off, including free shipping. And for those who are curious, Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh to offer a wider array of meal plans to choose from. There's something for everyone. I'm looking forward to switching between brands for when my taste changes or when I want to eat a little differently for a month or so. So now our listeners can enjoy both brands at a discount with the CAGcast. That's greenchef.com/CAGcast80, code CAGcast80 to get $80 off, including free shipping.
That's a lot of words right there.
Yes.
I
yes.
used them during the pandemic.
Nice.
Green Chef.
Green
I did
Chef.
exactly what you said, Wombat.
I know, because
used
it's good food.
Both.
They're complementary services.
And they complimented me when I opened the box. It said,
Nice.
Good looking man.
Well, how about this? When it comes to holiday gifting for guys, I'll be the first that it's not necessarily my strong suit. But now, thanks to Mack Weldon, it's super easy and simple to find something great no matter which guy you're shopping for. Whether it's Mack Weldon's warm knit tops, undershirt, or Sunday lounge pants, Mack Weldon has men's basics that are guaranteed to help everyone on your list comfortable. I have the Sunday lounge pants, and I love the Sunday lounge pants. I wear a pair of Mack Weldon boxers every single day. They are the best. Mack Weldon essentials, socks, shirts, hoodies, underwear, polos, active shorts. Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit. You will look great and feel great from working out, going to work, on a date. Mack Weldon is for everyday life. They have a wide range of fabrics no matter what your day looks like. And their totally free loyalty program. Level 1 gets you free shipping for life. Once you reach level 2, by spending $200, you get 20% off every order for a year. Mack Weldon wants you to be comfortable, so if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them, and they'll still refund you, no questions asked. Win the gift-giving season and get 20% off your first order. Visit MackWeldon.com/CAGcast and enter promo code CAGcast. That's MackWeldon.com/CAGcast, promo code CAGcast for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
Wow. This is a lot, Wombat.
I'm trying my best here.
No, I mean, it was good. Well done.
Thank you. Do we want to talk more about my TV watching habits?
I think we finished that.
Did we? Is that in the past?
For me, it is, Wombat. For me, it is.
Yeah.
What
I'll bring
else?
it up
No,
later.
how come no one asks
I'll
you
bring it
where
up
you
later.
find the time, Cheapy, to watch everything? You watched more than me last week.
I don't know about that.
You
What do you
watched
mean?
Queen's Gambit, Red Penguins, and Nola
One episode of
Holmes.
Queen's Gambit.
We're
A
back to it.
document-
We made our way back.
Yes, I'm glad. All right, let's
I'm
add
just
it up.
saying you watched more than me last week.
An 80-minute Red Penguins. We watched the Enola Holmes. I don't know, whatever. Who gives a shit?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Whatever.
And then Shipwreck watched the same long ass movie that I did.
Whatever makes everybody feel good about themselves, I'm down with that.
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm down with.
Mm-hmm.
What else? New releases? Is that where we're at?
That's where
Yeah.
we're at.
Holy shit! Look at all these.
There's a lot of releases that were new.
Damn.
Wombat, you talked about Immortals Phoenix Rising last
That
week.
game is still great.
okay.
That game is still worth you. I think Shipwreck, you would love it. I think you should pick it up and play it.
It's on my Christmas list. If somebody gets it for me for Christmas, I will.
I
Try
will
it.
love it.
No, you would love it too.
Oh,
I just
okay.
think Shipwreck would love it more because he likes the doodads. He likes doodad games, and that game is like, oh, here's a full map of. I saw someone say it's like almost like Crackdown levels of collectathon stuff,
Okay.
but good
In a good way.
in a
To
good
be
way.
honest, I have Ubisoft Plus, so I should just download this.
I think you should just download it and play it because you do,
But
and it's a lot.
Isn't
of
it
fun.
like I'm kind of burned out on this whole Assassin's Creed? Like I can't
It's
even.
I was gonna say don't. Yes, I get the comparison, and yes, it's a fair comparison, but it's unfair to judge the game based on that style of game because at its core, it's still very different. Just
Really,
yeah,
really. 'Cause
yes.
I gotta
There's a
be hon-
lot
I'm like-
more. There's a lot more platforming in this game. There's a
Yeah.
lot more.
Okay, all right,
yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, the leveling system's completely different. It's really more. It's more quest based. It's more RPG based than. It's
Okay.
only like Assassin's Creed because you can climb everything, and essentially the combat is the same buttons. But once you get past those two things, there's really nothing the same about
Right.
that in Assassin's Creed.
I'm having a hard time getting motivated firing up Assassin's Creed. And that's why I think I'm playing more Yakuza because it's just I haven't played a game like that in a long time. Well, I've never
Right.
played a game like that story wise, but
Yeah.
gameplay wise, I haven't played a game like that. in a
If you're
really
looking
long
for
time.
something that's a break from like realistic looking games and that kind of
Alright.
thing, and you want a game where you could dive down into a dungeon and it's a whole little platformy thing, very
Right.
Nintendo-esque, and you're just trying to open the chest at the end and you get a new helmet and you're like, this is a cool helmet and that's exciting for you, then this is the game for you. I love it. It's literally I play it every day. So
I would play that on stream.
this is what I spend all my time doing in the evenings because I'm 32 hours in.
Are you past your point in Valhalla?
I don't think I'm there yet. It's probably neck and neck though.
Close. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours, my man. Good job.
Yeah, and I actually might give the edge to Phoenix Rising.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
I've had a tough time putting in gaming hours this year. Just like even being motivated, playing anything outside of like some bullshit Warzone or Overwatch. Just because
You put a lot of hours into Ghost of Tsushima.
I did finish all the sashimi.
There you go.
Sashimi. I finished that.
Tsushima.
I went through a really long drought where I only played one game because I just wasn't interested in much.
Yeah, we
else.
know that was that Avengers game.
No,
No, you did. You
I
you
did play
went
that.
through a long time where you played that Avengers game.
I did play that Avengers game too much. Yeah, I know.
They should sponsor you. If you only had like some viewers, you could.
Or
I mean, they
they
must
should-
be looking for people to.
They should ask me how to fix their game because I could do it, but that's a whole other
What is
conversation.
their game plan there exactly?
I don't know. They
Hawkeye.
yeah,
That's not a good plan.
multiple Hawkeyes.
How
What
about
do the kids
Vision?
like?
That would have been
They
good.
like Hawkeyes. They want all the Hawkeyes.
I mean, yeah. I don't want to.
Alan Alda's gonna show up in that game next.
All right.
Eh,
No,
All right. Yeah.
Shipwreck
with
like
that
that
one.
one. That was a good Shipwreck joke.
no,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yes, it was. That was funny.
I just find it funny because I feel like Hawkeye is the one that kids get the name wrong on as well.
Yes, my son does call him Hawk Guy.
Yeah, like Hawkeye or Hawkman or
Really?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's actually a joke in the comic books too.
Oh,
I know you. You're Hawk Guy. No, it's Hawkeye. That's what I said. Hawk Guy.
right. It's my accent.
Yeah.
I'm from Long Island.
yeah. So I'm definitely gonna check out Immortals Phoenix Rising. Honestly, I'm so satisfied with just playing Yakuza right now
Mhm.
that I'm approaching 30 hours in Yakuza, and I think
How
I'm
long
on
is that game?
as long as you want it to be.
Mm.
I'm on chapter. I think I'm just about done with chapter 10 out of 15.
Okay. So you could go move on from there to Immortals Phoenix Rising because it'll be a very different. That'll be a nice change of pace. You won't feel like you're going into the same thing again. Which
You're not going
I've
to go
made
into
that
the same
mistake.
thing after you play Yakuza. There's not
It's
something
too-
that's
Oh.
like it's to its own thing.
Right.
You're,
Right.
you could go in two different directions with. You could go full on into like an old RPG because there still are some of those made, but then you're not getting the same level of storytelling and humor. You're just going all that way. Or I don't know. I guess you could go play a Saints Row.
I'll say at least with Immortals, you could play most of it with the kids around.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's one of the reasons
Yeah.
that I'm looking forward to playing that. I'm also looking forward to. I'm gonna get that not Little Big Planet. It's the Sackboy game. It's not a
Yeah.
Little Big Planet game.
Mhm.
Sackboy's Adventure, I think it's what it's called.
Yeah. It's
I
supposed to
will
be good.
say somewhere around the 20-hour mark, someone said asshole, and I was actually surprised in Immortals.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's odd.
It is. It would
Why?
took me.
Why? Yeah.
I don't
that's
know.
weird.
It actually took me by surprise too, because had literally been no off color anything in that game for literally 20 hours, and then Zeus actually says asshole.
Yeah.
I was
He's got
like,
a mouth
"What?"
on him, Zeus.
It doesn't seem right.
Right.
So, just a bit of warning there.
Right.
Also out this week, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 is officially out now. I've talked about that in the past. That's still a good game.
Good.
Yeah. It is. You could not name a game better than they named that.
The John Wick game is now out on Switch and the Xbox. John Wick Hex. That's a really interesting puzzle strategy shooter, I guess is how I would describe it. Does that sound right?
Yeah, like a tactical type of
Yeah.
almost like a board game-esque type of feel to
Mhm.
it.
Or Hitman Go, if you played that, I guess it would be a reasonable comparison.
That's apt.
hmm
What else do we got? None of us checked out the Destiny 2 stuff, right?
Was I supposed to? No one sent me that note.
Oh, it's
The
a
upgrade, the Series X upgrade you're talking
No,
about.
yeah, no. I saw that I could download it, and then I didn't.
It's all on Game Pass, right? We got
I
it
know.
all.
What
But
am I gonna do? Well, I'm
right.
gonna play Destiny. Destiny's not a game; it's a lifestyle, and I'm not ready for that.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. I give all credit to the Destiny 2 people,
Right.
but it's not.
And you have to, like, I'm sure the game takes up a fair amount of space on the hard drive, so you really have to, like, make a commitment. You're not just gonna, like,
No, I'm already at 40% on my hard drive.
yeah.
Yeah. I have to
Not-
make
not
some
for us.
decisions soon.
Yeah, there's going to be some tough decisions made.
Yep. Mm-hmm. What stays? What goes?
Rest in peace, Avengers.
That's the largest game on my hard drive.
Do you think? So you've checked out the new content, right?
Yeah. Yes, that came out this week.
So
The Kate Bishop content. I did not do the whole storyline because even I was like, "There's enough of this."
oh really?
Yeah.
Are you officially out now?
I mean, it depends on what characters come out later. Like if Doctor Strange comes out, I'll probably boot up the game to check out Doctor Strange.
I'm starting to fear that you might buy this again on PlayStation
No, why would I buy it on PlayStation? I don't
Spider-Man?
even have one.
for Spider-Man.
No, I wouldn't. No, nope, no.
I'm
definitely
starting
not.
to fear it. while I'm
No,
out.
because if I was that interested in Spider-Man, I would have bought the new Spider-Man game already, and I haven't even done that.
I will make a prediction right now.
Yeah.
By the time that Spider-Man comes out, well, it'll come out for PS4 anyway, and Wombat has one, but Wombat will wind up getting a code for Marvel Avengers on PS4/PS5 because they're
I don't know
gonna.
about that. I don't know. I don't.
They'll be
I don't
desperate for you
think
to
I'd be
take it. You'll be
that-
doing them a favor at that point.
I don't think I'm that interested in. I'm not interested enough in the game to make that kind of commitment to start this game over again.
Dude, the
I
guy's
have
gonna
no
show up at your
interest.
house with a code.
I have no interest in playing that storyline over again, even for Spider-Man.
Oh, right, that's a problem. What if they have cross progression?
I doubt
No.
it. I doubt it. I'd be very.
Spider-Man.
No. It's
He does anything that a spider can.
it's Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man a lot. Don't get me wrong. He's probably top 10 characters for me, but I don't know. No. I'd say if
Wombat,
it was.
did you 200 STM in the chat wants to know if you finished Spider-Man on PS4?
Yeah, I 100%ed it. No, 97%ed it. I don't want to say 100%.
We all finished it, right?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you finished Spider-Man.
97% was the.
Okay, we all finished
Yes,
it.
we
Good
all
job.
finished it. I did not. I also didn't 100% it because
It
I
was
did
like,
not like the traversal challenges.
yeah, there was like one thing I didn't finish, and I unlocked everything. So, to you, game.
Swinging through rings and then
Mhm.
missing one of them.
Not fun.
Yeah.
Spider-Man wouldn't do that.
No.
He
But,
has better things to do.
Yeah,
Right.
like there's nothing about adding Spider-Man to the game that's going to add enough to the game that would make me want to start all over again. Whereas, will I boot the game on to say, hey, what does Hawkeye do? Like Hawkeye. So I turned the game on. I downloaded the game and the new content, and I played. First of all, you have to play the first mission as not Hawkeye. Like they actually make you play a mission where it's like, and here's Hawkeye at the end. You found her, Kate Bishop. And I'm like, really? I had to do that? And it's the same nonsense you've already done. Stand next to a computer and make sure no one else gets to the computer.
That's what the Avengers do.
Then get into an elevator.
Avengers love elevators. You
And
can't
then
deny that.
and then you have to clear the room. And then they clear the room of robots. And then I was like, and here's your Hawkeye. And then I'm like, all right, I got the Hawkeye. I guess I'll go and hit let's play next mission, and maybe it'll be something new and fun that Hawkeye does.
Nope.
And nope, it's just, oh, and here we go. Okay, you gotta break the people out of these canisters because they're still kidnapping people. You know,
Who's
the
kidnapping
robots.
people? I don't even remember. The robots are kidnapping
The
people?
robots in AIM are kidnapping Inhumans, and they
Oh,
put some
the
in like
Inhumans. Yeah, I don't
in
even consider them
cubes.
people.
Yeah, well,
Just
that's,
keep them.
Yeah.
and then you have to like punch the cubes to get the people out. So you have to do that, and then I'm like, okay, but you're doing that as Hawkeye, so I guess that's supposed to be different enough, but it really isn't different enough. Her moveset is interesting. They basically turned her into Nightcrawler, where she teleports for some reason, which is something she does not do. And they gave her a sword, which I guess is, I mean, it kind of works.
And you can give a sword to anybody. I think it turns out okay.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, and she has a sword and a bow and arrow, and her moveset is fun. I mean, it's fun to use to play as her, but it doesn't change the game in a way where I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to keep playing. I played one mission as Hawkeye Girl, and I got it. I get it. Okay, this is what she does.
I have been playing a game. I think it's on Game Pass. They sent me a code for it early. Call of the Sea.
Oh, that's on Game Pass.
There we go.
Yep.
That game is a very nice looking game. It's a first person adventure game, like just straight up, like you're solving puzzles. You go to an island, there's a mystery, you're searching for your husband. Doesn't seem like things were going well, I would say.
It's like free roaming first person.
It's not, well, yeah, I mean, there's definitely like a
walking
structure.
simulator style, basically?
Yeah, walking simulator style.
Got it.
But not like open. Like people were thinking this was going to be similar to like a Firewatch type thing, because the character you play as is voiced by the woman that you were talking to in Firewatch. We all played Firewatch, right?
Yeah, I finished that.
Okay.
Wombat hates it.
Wombat shaking.
Wombat thought it was very pompous, and I don't know.
Yeah, not enough robots.
It wasn't in Utah. Maybe it was actually.
It might have been. Yeah.
You don't play in Utah.
You might though, I think.
No, I mean in the Kate Bishop mission.
Oh, where's that?
Why even bother then?
That's Pacific Northwest, which is also just as generic and brown.
Right. Not Manhattan.
No. Manhattan. You mean Avengers Manhattan, where every building is the same rectangle over and over and over again? That world famous skyline of rectangle buildings that are all the same height.
Yeah.
So Call of the Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Call of the Sea.
It's a very chill, very traditional style of I don't know, something like Myst type of thing, like first person.
Seventh guest.
Yeah, it's not quite so much here's a chessboard, figure it out. We've progressed a little bit past there. Um, I'm enjoying it so far. I think I'm 3 chapters in. The puzzles are engaging enough while not being too frustrating so far, but I guess that just depends on how many of these type of games you've played, really.
Okay.
But
Do you think Mrs. Chibi would enjoy watching me play that and directing me?
maybe. I mean, it's on Game Pass. Give it a shot.
Yeah, say
Like,
download it, turn it on. She either walks out of the room and never talks to you again, or you have something to play together.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Those two things.
The thing I will say, it is a jogging simulator as well. It has a, hey, you're walking too slow, so you could
Jogging?
jog a little
Okay,
bit.
that's good. I like that. You need
So maybe go in. It might help having 2 people if she's driving a little bit, because I found myself, even though I knew what the puzzle was, like some of the early puzzles was like, oh, I have to walk all the way over here because I need to see the order of something, right? So I have to walk all the way over here and all the way back. And then I'm like, did I remember that right? And then I have to walk back and then come back again.
that I don't like.
Yeah, I didn't like that part so much.
I don't like that at all.
But it's not like it was that far of a walk. But I wish she would have just jotted. She has like a notebook that she like draws things in. I'm like, just draw that in there for me so I can look at it
That's
after
the
I
whole
see
point
it.
of the notebook.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. But Call of the Sea, it's I think it's a pretty good game.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Game Pass style. What
Mhm.
else in new releases?
This Cyberpunk game is coming out, right?
That's Friday. When is that?
That's
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Thursday. I knew that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wombat
You
just
go-
got his review code, and I just got denied my review code because I asked for the PC version, which apparently is in tighter supply than the console version.
I'm sorry.
But you haven't checked it out yet, right?
No, we're doing this.
Well, this is better.
Maybe.
Much less buggy.
We'll find out next week.
I watched the video of the PS4 version, not looking so hot,
Okay.
but I don't know. We'll see.
I feel like, well, first of all, Best Buy still hasn't shipped my copy of it, which is odd.
Best Buy.
Yeah, that's where you go when you buy games.
Steel case, right?
Yeah,
Exclusive steel case. I know all about that.
I don't know what that is.
Right. I've had this game pre-ordered for, I don't know, 20 months, something like that.
Did they even send you a shipping confirmation email or?
No, not yet. They sent me a couple telling me that my pre-order was coming up, but they haven't sent it yet. It might, sometimes Best Buy stuff shows up before they tell me it ships it sometimes.
Okay.
Which I'm not that concerned about it because truth be told, I'm going to keep playing Yakuza until I finish that, and they can work out some bugs with Cyberpunk.
I didn't really read any Cyberpunk reviews, but I skimmed them because I don't want anything spoiled for me. But every review mentioned bugs, and one of the reviews said every mission had bugs. Every mission the guy did had bugs.
Like Avengers?
No, I mean, Avengers, there was a break from bugs at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And, yeah.
Maybe not. Okay, I don't know about that. But that's not great. So I feel like it's good to wait, at least on the PC side.
It's not going anywhere.
Right. And it didn't sound like they were fixing this with the day one patch. It sounded like some things were going to be fixed, but it's, I don't know. But did you guys read any reviews or anything? Or
I saw some scores. I didn't read any.
No,
any
yeah,
reviews.
I don't, yeah.
I looked on Metacritic and just scrolled through the high. It seems like not all, but a vast majority of the very high scores are coming from websites that are not from this country. They just translate everything into English when you have to click through the website to see what language it's actually in, because Metacritic just translates everything into English. But some of the sites, what's it, GameSpot gave it a 7, I think.
Yeah, they gave it a 7.
I don't know. I don't know. And then the other thing was, this game is supposed to be so big and long and expansive, but the average review time was playthrough time was 22 minutes.
22
22
minutes?
Yeah, 22 hours.
Wow.
22 hours.
I can play it 4 times.
I mean, yeah, right. So that's kind of like, that was surprising. That was the most surprising thing about the game so far that
That
I've
seems
heard.
fine to me.
It
Like,
sounds, yeah, I'm not complaining, but it was
Right.
supposed to, like, you couldn't beat Witcher in 20 hours, could you?
No.
I couldn't.
Maybe if you really tried.
I'm very interested to see if I like this game.
I will, yeah, I'm curious to hear from you, Wombat, how it runs on your Series X, even though it's still the last gen, or the
Yeah.
last gen version, the new upgrades coming next year or whenever. And, but yeah, I'm sure you'll be playing it as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
GP, are you going to check out this new Taiko no Tetsujin game?
What? Is that the drum game?
Yeah, they turned it into, I think, like a RPG adventure game
What is it on?
with the drums on Switch.
No. Do I need a drum?
You don't need one.
Oh, you can get a drum?
You can get a drum.
I don't want to buy any more things that take up space.
Well, then you have a Switch. You don't have to buy the drum.
Right. But don't you need the drum?
You can play it without the drum.
But it sucks without the drum. You gotta have the drum.
It's got Kirby in it.
I like Kirby.
Right.
But I like not having stuff too. I think I like having that empty space where the drum would go. I value that. Does that make sense? That's where I'm at.
Maybe
right
it's a
now.
smaller drum.
It could be like a folding drum, handheld. That's where
I'm
at,
interested
like-
in that one because I like those games. I
Yeah.
also do not have a drum for the Switch,
Right.
but it could be okay without the drum, I guess.
We'll find out, maybe. Not at full price, though.
Well, there's 2 of them too, so you could go in half price and only get half the game, I think.
I think I'm all right. What else?
There's everything that's come out before came out again on Switch.
Yep, I see that. Madden is
Uh,
out. It says
Madden is out.
It says Madden.
Madden's out.
Oh, it's it's probably the next gen version of Madden.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because
$100 version of Madden.
right, exactly. And FIFA. I checked out I did download FIFA because you have the trial, 10-hour trial. So I could see the next gen graphics. Looks a lot like the last gen. I mean, maybe it's my TV. Maybe I don't have the best TV, but I didn't like it. Looks great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I went online and I got my ass kicked pretty bad. But that's FIFA.
What about this lo-fi ping pong game?
I checked into that. Yeah, that's out on Switch. It's been out on Steam for I think a year. It sounds like the Steam version is where you want to be because you can listen to your own music while you play. It's a rhythm game. It's basically a rhythm game with ping pong as the gameplay element, and you can load your own music into it. Apparently, I should probably buy that, but I have not. But it's out on Switch this week, and you can get it for your iPhone too for $1. But you can't use your own music with that.
Oh, that kind of seems like that would be the whole point.
They have their own music. Maybe you
Yeah.
like their music for $1. I don't know. It's $1.
You buy that for $1.
Right. Anything else? There's so
No,
many.
That's so many games. You can't play all these games.
No, it's ridiculous.
How are you going to play Doug Life Adventure?
Can't.
Can't. You just don't have time to play that.
Farming Simulator 19? It's Precision Farming. Free DLC. Great.
Well,
How
You
about
can't beat that.
Guntastic? Fantastic. All right. Wombat's Fortnite news?
I guess.
Is that where we're at?
Yeah. We already talked about Cyberpunk briefly.
Right. There'll be more on that next week.
I already gave my Kate Bishop impressions.
There won't be more on that next week. Hopefully.
No, I think I doubt I'm gonna play more than that. Like I said, that had to be a really cool new character that would make me go wow for me to hop back in there. I got really annoyed when I'm not even gonna get into it. Nope.
Good.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of Cyberpunk. Colonel Rangoon writes in and asks multiple choice question: what month will Cyberpunk be playable without bugs? January, March, or January of next year? of the year after. January 2077. I get it.
Yeah, that's a
That's the
joke.
joke.
Yeah.
I ruined his joke. I should probably
You
read these
did.
ahead of time.
Wow. That was bad.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, Colonel. I'm going to salute you right now, Colonel, because I fucked up your joke. Hope you can respect that. I think by January, well, Christmas is coming up.
I would say February, which isn't one of the choices.
Yeah.
I'm going to say March.
March sounds. Yeah, and don't expect that next gen version anytime soon. They're gonna be focusing on the PC first, you would think, on their platform, GOG. Yeah, March sounds about right. Well, maybe it's just like some little problem that they can fix, and it'll get rid of a lot of the bugs. Like maybe the problem is with ray tracing or something. I don't know. Something
Wombat
like
will
that.
tell us next week.
Yeah, let us know about the ray tracing, even though your version doesn't have that. But maybe he's waiting outside.
You know it does have ray tracing?
What?
Fortnite.
I heard about that. Can you tell?
No.
Do you know what that is?
It's something in the game that makes it look better.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm
I
not
don't
really
ask
sure. I
questions.
think it has something to do with the reflections. Makes like good reflections.
Okay. There are good. I actually have noticed some good reflections, so maybe that's what I'm seeing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure on that.
Game does shiny very well in next gen. It also does fire very well in next gen. I'll give it that credit too.
Fortnite you're talking about?
Yeah, Fortnite does fire really well on the new consoles. A lot better than the old consoles. Because you can light a lot of stuff on fire. And let's see. So a 1 week into season 5. It is not the best season.
Well, last season was the best season.
Last season was a very good season. Last season also, they didn't screw with the formula too much. It's like, here's the Marvel characters you want. Here's how the challenges are going to work. It's what you're used to. You're going to like it. Here you go. For some whatever reason this season, they revamped the challenge system. And it's hard to follow. And I don't really like it. And it's sort of a bummer. And I hope they fix it before the season's over. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like after the Marvel thing, though, they need to come down a little bit. You can't just be up all the time. You got to come down and then you go back, bring the crowd back up again.
I like my checklists. I feel like this is something Shipwreck can appreciate. And when they give you the weekly challenges, after you finish them, it says, okay, you've done, 7 out of 7 challenges from week 1. At least that's how the previous 4 seasons that I played have done. But for some reason, this season, when you finish a challenge, it just disappears. So you don't really have that thing to go back to be like, okay, how many challenges are there going to be each week? Have I done all the challenges from every week? And you can kind of thumb through it and see what you've already done. And they got rid of that. So it's just kind of, it's a little sloppy in a way because it doesn't have that organization that the last seasons had.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Mr.
B says, I don't play Fortnite. What's an example of a challenge? So when you get the season pass in Fortnite, you get XP challenges to get you closer to that level 100. And an example of a challenge would be like, I don't know, land in 3 specific spots in 3 different games. Like that literally would be it. And you'll get your 15,000 XP and then you move on to the next one.
You sound hard.
They're usually not that hard. I never said they were.
I know. Just fucking with it.
Yeah. Some of them are a pain in the ass, but some of them are not.
Wombat, you can throw out your Confederate flag finally because Twitch has banned them starting in January. Or you can have one last hurrah, maybe.
I thought we won that war.
Well, we did. That's why you can't. That's why you can't use the flag anymore. They banned the Confederate flag, and you're not allowed to make unwelcome comments about a streamer's appearance, Wombat.
Okay. Is that why people have been saying nice things about how I look tonight?
Well, right. They don't want to get banned. Well, no, you still can until January. So now's your chance, guys.
Say all the nasty things about
Let us have it right now because
Yeah.
it's only 2 more shows before.
Just don't insult the pajamas.
That one seems like the first one there, the banning the Confederate flag. I understand how you enforce that one. That one's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
The second one, that seems really tough to enforce.
I think the idea is if there's somebody who's constantly trolling you in your channel, now they're violating the terms of service and they can be banned.
So, like, if
Twitch.
someone was in our chat and just kept constantly saying, "Hey, ship, nice tits,"
Right.
you can report that person.
Only if that's unwelcome.
Do I have to tell them that it's unwelcome first?
Yes. Yes. You have to make it known via a banning or a timeout or something of that nature, or saying it on stream.
Yeah.
What would you say, Wombat?
You have to call out the person by name.
Yes.
You'd have to say, "Dear Polyobject 27, I find your comments to be rude and they are unwanted comments.
Right.
They
Yes,
are
here's my phone
unwelcome.
number. Call me later.
They are unwelcome. Please stop." And then Polyobject 27 would reply back with, "Hey, Shipwreck, nice tits." And then you can report him.
Right.
But then are they getting banned from Twitch or just your channel?
Yes, Twitch.
Yep, they get banned.
You can ban anybody from your channel. You don't need a reason for that.
I don't know how these things work.
But then I guess supposedly this could get them permanently banned from Twitch and they wouldn't be able to make new accounts, I guess.
And then they'll never say nice tits ever again.
Right.
Good luck, Twitch. This one seems like a lot to bite off there. It's a lot of stuff to review.
Well, whatever.
Their heart's in the right place, I guess.
The
their heart
idea
or
is-
their lawyers are in the right place. I can't tell.
It could be a little from column A and B.
You got to make it easy to get rid of people. These, trash people who are just coming on to fuck with you. Like, there's got to be a way to get rid of them eventually, because there's certain people who they just will keep coming back. What's that?
The platform, and I'm not saying yes. I'm advocating for these people that are.
I like that you always take the
jerk side.
The jerk
no,
side.
that tracks.
Yeah. No, it does, because I'm looking out for the jerks. I'm just interested to see how they can enforce it, right? Like that's the tricky part.
Yeah, it's gonna be mostly on the streamer, I think, who's being affected by the person to take the initiative.
But Twitch has to do something.
They're going to ban the person from the whole service after, and then I guess using IP stuff, they can prevent them from making new accounts unless they use VPNs. I don't know.
We'll see how it goes.
It's got to be better than nothing. Got to be better than nothing.
It seems like it opens itself up to false positives in some cases.
Fuck them. They're probably, but they know it can't be false positive because you have the record of everything that's the person.
But who's checking the record?
The Twitch will check the record once you report somebody. They can easily, just like
that's a lot for Twitch to do.
Dude, it's a fucking $1 billion company. I'm sure. It's Amazon. They can do it. Can't they? If they can come up with the technology to edit out the music that's playing in a stereo in the parking lot behind you, they can have a guy look at stuff. You hire, you get some.
I think they nailed the Confederate flag one. I think
someone's still got to look at that. It's not like they're going to have like.
I know it's a little bit more cut and dry. A little bit. I still feel like there's going to be like, is that?
I know, but
I don't know. What about that Dukes of Hazzard fan stream on Twitch? That got screwed.
Like that, I have to go look behind me to make sure there's no Dukes of Hazzard stuff back there.
If you write Dukes of Hazzard on the flag, I think it clears it as a Confederate flag. It becomes its own thing.
I don't know.
I wasn't allowed to watch Dukes of Hazzard as a kid,
What?
Why not?
I remember my mom told me she must have read something or talked about it with her friends, but it set a bad example because they always disobeyed the cops. They were always...
Well, the cops were crooked.
I understand. My mom didn't really understand the nuance.
They were just some good old boys. They never meant any harm.
Meanwhile, the show was... I watched it anyway.
They've been running from the law since the day they were born.
Right. I know. I ignored the...
They were making their way. The only way they know how.
Right. And somehow in Hazard County, if you commit a crime, you must be arrested on the spot for it. Otherwise, you can never...
I mean, it was just a little bit more than the law would allow.
Right. The law would allow them to go back to their own house after they committed a crime, and then they were safe back at their home base. But if they could catch them between the crime and getting into their driveway, they could give them a ticket somehow.
Yeah. Also, I mean, it was also the only way to see Cooter on TV.
So bad.
Somewhere around here, I do have a Cooter for President bumper sticker.
That
Of
does not
course.
surprise me
I
at
do
all.
have that. Growing up, as a kid, I think I had a different Dukes of Hazzard shirt for every day of the week. I think that was
That's
my wardrobe.
awesome.
I think
No, I had to watch in private. I definitely didn't have any shirts.
oh no, I was force fed Dukes of Hazzard at a very early age.
That and A-Team, I was told not to watch A-Team either.
Really? I love the 18.
But I didn't care for it that much. I watched it, but it was a little
See,
dumb.
the 18 was my jam, but
It
I'm
had its
younger than
moments.
you.
I like, B.A. Baracus and when they had to get him on a plane and stuff. But
Yeah.
He didn't like that.
Oh no, the best
No.
part of the 18 was when they would build something in a garage.
right, and they had the montage. That was really
Yeah,
cool.
I was into that every week, like
But
a sucker.
it
Then
was
again, how old
dumb.
was I? Like 6?
I just thought it was dumb that there was so much gunfire and no one ever getting shot. Like nobody ever got hit by a bullet. It was always just like
Well,
you
that
gotta
was
lay
TV
down
at
like
the
all
time.
these
That
bullets.
was the 80s.
I know,
Yeah.
but it was so much. It was so much gunfire.
Mm,
Yeah, it was good.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm not. It was fine. It was no Knight Rider.
It's
I think
interesting
18.
to me that
I don't know.
I'm like-
I'm more 18 than Knight Rider. I think I'm 18 over Knight Rider. Don't get me wrong. If 18's a 10, Knight Rider is like a 9.
Knight Rider captured my imagination with the magic car.
Was it a magic car?
Well, with the scientific supercar.
it was technology.
I know. I'm
The
being
A-Team could have
silly.
built a kit if they were in a garage with the right materials.
Not talking, and plus the car was your friend. It was like a whole thing. Like 18 was just people like doing missions and stuff. It wasn't.
they had a van.
They had a van, but it was nothing like you
Had a
couldn't really.
spoiler on it.
You couldn't
Yeah.
dream about the A-Team, right? You couldn't have
You
like.
could, you could make an A-Team van. You just needed a little red paint.
There's
you wouldn't
someone.
dream
There's
about
someone nearby me who has an 18 van because I see it every now and again.
It's not the same as. It's not as exciting as if you see a replica kit driving by. You'd be much more excited.
With the light, yeah.
Yeah, come on,
But it would have
Ship,
to have
come
the light.
on, get out of here. I mean, okay, they'd both be exciting. Fine.
They're both exciting.
They're both exciting.
And the General Lee's even more exciting because you're like, oh, did they do the top?
You can, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. It is controversial. I feel like you should be able to do the top. It is what it is. It's from a TV show that was popular in the country, and it wasn't like. Did they even ever have black people on that show? I
No.
can't remember a single. I mean, I'm sure there was. I haven't
That's
watched
sort
that
of
show.
the point.
I'm sure there were no recurring characters that I remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, the show was all about them just having speeding violations and trying to get pulled over by the cops.
No,
and-
they were
and then
helping people.
They would
It
help,
would
you,
yeah.
right?
And they were making illegal booze.
Right, and that. Yeah,
Moonshine.
Mhm.
right.
My family,
Texas tea.
yeah. I grew up. A lot of my family made moonshine on the Kentucky
that
side.
that does not surprise me at all.
Little apple pie.
Mine did. I know about apple pie because I watched Justified.
There you go.
Talk about.
I did not watch that. I lived it.
Right. It was scary. All right, where are we here? Are we at the CAG bag?
Yeah, I think we're past
Holy
that.
moly! Oh, there's so many questions in the CAG bag. Who did this? To me?
Ah, what do
It was
you
me.
got?
All right. At Kyle Deckard writes in and asks, does Shipwreck think he's actually going to get one of the Xbox consoles from today's Amazon drop, or did the guy with the Post-it note forget about him?
As of now, I have not gotten a notification that anything has changed on my Xbox order.
Right. I'm sorry.
So probably.
I'm sure you're gonna get 2.
Yeah,
Two,
they probably put post-it notes up on everybody at Amazon's computer,
Mhm.
Yep.
reminding them about my Xbox.
I did. My wife ordered these Nike bags, these like, $20 Nike gym totes, and they sent us 3 by accident. Isn't that cool? We got 2 free ones.
Cool.
Living the high life over here.
You're like the Dukes of Hazard over there.
Right. And we got away with it because we're home.
They're at your house now. There's nothing they can do.
I put sweaty stuff in one of them already.
Nice.
Let's see. I don't want to read that one. Okay, this is from Ad Helicus. He says, with Destiny 2's next-gen update, including graphics/performance mode and FOV slider, would you like to see more granular PC-like graphical options on consoles? Yes, and unfortunately, it should have happened last gen because we got fucked last gen by 4K. 4K fucked us big time because there was so much marketing hype behind 4K and that was the standard, 4K. That games like I don't know that did any games actually ever come out in 4K? It's just, on the
Avengers.
Xbox One X or PlayStation 4? Did they ever, or they had to do like the dynamic resolution
I don't know.
situation. But the point
I
is,
like I would notice.
right? You probably wouldn't. I wish that they just focused on 60 frames per second or gave us the options like that.
You know what has that option?
No,
Immortals Phoenix Rising.
it does.
Yes.
It has what option? Graphics or performance mode?
Yep.
Yeah, so
All
it
of
is,
them do just about now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now they do. But I wish he's talking about even more options like frame rate options.
I don't know. Like
can't go
it's
too deep.
already. You
I
can't
don't
go
need too
deep.
much. I don't. Yeah. The part of why I like a console is I like that it's dumb for dumb people like me. I don't want 1,000 options. Give me no more than 3. Once there's more than 3 options, I'm
Okay,
out.
so you have frame rate, resolution, and what? Blend?
Exactly. I don't even need a third one. Just give me 2.
Yeah. I mean, it can't hurt to have more options because you can just ignore them.
No.
I almost wish though,
No.
and they'll probably get to this point, that the console itself would know which choice you're making, because I feel like most people are going to make the same choice every time.
What's that? You think visuals or performance?
No, it's completely up to that
The
person.
user.
Oh, okay.
Well,
The
didn't
user.
Xbox? I remember one of the selling points of the last Xbox was, or maybe it was even 2 Xboxes ago, that it would remember your preferences across games. Like if you play inverted controls, hey,
Yep.
we'll just plug that in for you across all the games. That would be cool. Sign me up for that because I always choose frame rate every time. Every time.
I don't know what I choose whichever one the button's on, because
What do you mean button?
even whatever the menu's
Default?
on when I start up the game, just because I'm like, they know better than I do. I don't know what I want.
They made the game. What do they
Right?
think?
They
it
made
should
the
be?
game. Just tell me
But they don't
how am I
know.
supposed to play the
What do
game.
they think it
They
should
don't
be?
know sometimes though. Sometimes they don't know.
I think the difficult part too, though, is it's the TV and receiver combo as well on the consoles. Like there's just so much like things that don't, you have to meet all of these requirements going in now to get all the best features, and
Right.
people don't know on the consoles. They're
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm plugging this in, it's a TV, I've got an HDMI cable here, why am I not getting the best thing? And I know the score there as far as what specs you need to meet and everything, but at the same time, like most people are just going to plug it in their TV and not know any better.
And be happy. You forgot that part.
Correct.
And be
To
happy.
be happier.
You're happy, right, Wombat?
I'm happy.
See,
I'm playing a game. I got the Zeus armor just before the show tonight. I finally got the Zeus helmet to match the Zeus armor. So now my guy has like lightning bolts all around him, and it's pretty awesome.
Did you get the
And he's-
Zeus Mack Weldon underwear?
I didn't, but I did get the Zeus wings, and I found the Pegasus horse.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm riding a winged horse with lightning robes, and I'm awesome.
Is it fun to fly around on the horse?
You don't fly on the horse.
What?
The horse doesn't fly.
What?
You fly without the horse. I know. I thought that
Oh wait,
was
you can
weird,
fly
too.
without a horse?
yeah, you can
have
definitely fly
wings.
without a horse. What's the use of a Pegasus if you can't?
It's just
fly
another.
it?
It's just another skin for your horse.
Wait, how do you fly without
Why
the
are you
horse?
riding a horse if you can fly?
Well, you can't fly forever. Like you can glide for long distances. So if you're at a peak, you want to glide down to the ground.
That's why that's not
And then when
flying,
you-
that's falling
and then
slowly.
you hold the button down and you make your horse appear out of nowhere, and then you ride the horse really fast when you're on the ground, and then
Okay.
you jump and you fly and then you land on the horse, and it's actually kind of cool because it's like a whole parkoury traversal system thing that you can do to move real fast. So yeah.
So it's more like a fancy ostrich that you're riding.
Yes, it is more like a fancy ostrich.
So
But I just
glamorous.
found the one. I was riding Hercules' horse before that, and that's just a horse that's wearing like the skull of another animal. So, that's kind of cool.
Right.
I don't know anything about Hercules' horse.
Me neither. But that's what they say. Hey, they're like, congratulations, you found Hercules' horse. I'm like, yeah, I sure did. I was riding a deer for a while too.
Whose deer was it?
Mine.
Oh,
All right. I think that's it for the CAG bag.
Okay.
I think we've done too much show, most likely.
Mhm. Yeah.
people were asking what I was drinking tonight.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, it's the Dick's Irish Style Red Ale
Wow.
out of the Centralia, Washington. Is that a city? Is that a place in Washington?
I
The
don't know.
Pacific Northwest. I
You're
like
the
to call
Irish
that.
style red dick.
Right. Enjoy that dick. Enjoy those dicks, Chip.
Mhm.
All right. I think we're going to raid Lord Grimm. He's the guy who dresses up as the skeleton and does heavy metal stuff. It's amazing. So you definitely want to stick around for that. Right, Wombat?
I guess.
Are you going to stick around?
Probably not.
All right. And anything else? We follow us on Twitter at GBD, and New Wombat at Shipwreck. Got video game deals.
Go to greenchef.com/CAGcast80 and use code CAGcast80 for $80 off your first order, including free shipping. And visit macweldon.com/CAGcast and enter promo code CAGcast for 20% off your first order.
Awesome. Thanks,
Brett-
guys.
oh. Brett's done.